Box with Bubba.
A Pet to the Vet. Story by Margaret Mahy. Illustrations by Philip Webb. Judy was very fond of her pet mouse Max. He could dance and sing. Not many mice can do this, but Max was a very clever mouse. One morning, Judy heard a teeny tiny sneeze. How terrible! Max had a cold in his head. "Oh dear," said Judy. "A mouse with a wheeze, and a cough and a sneeze. I'm taking my pet to the vet. A pet to the vet, a pet to the vet, a pet to the vet in the morning." Next door, Johnny went out to give his rough, tough tomcat Tom some milk. But Tom was limping, and one of his ears was all tattered round the edge. "Oh dear," said Johnny. "I can tell your paw is terribly sore. I'm taking my pet to the vet. A pet to the vet, a pet to the vet, a pet to the vet in the morning." Halfway down the road, Mrs. Black said, "Good morning," to her Polly Parrot. The Polly Parrot was bored. She yawned and scratched her ear, and not a word would she say. "Oh dear," said Mrs. Black. "A parrot so quiet needs a change in his diet. I'm taking my pet to the vet. A pet to the vet, a pet to the vet, a pet to the vet in the morning." Towards the end of the road, Mr. Simpson went out to give his pet snake, Samson, an egg beaten up in milk. But during the night, Samson had tossed and turned so much he had tied himself in a big knot. "Oh dear," cried Mr. Simpson. "A knot in my snake? What a dreadful mistake! I'm taking my pet to the vet. A pet to the vet, a pet to the vet, a pet to the vet in the morning." In the second to last house, Sir Leopold tried to read jokes to his laughing hyena. But the hyena looked very sad and would not laugh. "Oh dear," said Sir Leopold. "A hyena that's sad looks very bad. I'm taking my pet to the vet. A pet to the vet, a pet to the vet, a pet to the vet in the morning." At the very end of the road was the vet's house. He had a very big letter box with his name and all his initials on it. This was his name: Andrew Nicholas Icarus Malcolm Archibald Lorenzo Lover. ANIMAL Lover. Animal lover. In the vet's waiting room, Judy sat with her pet mouse Max. Johnny had his pet cat Tom. Mrs. Black sat with her Polly Parrot. Mr. Simpson sat with his snake Samson. Sir Leopold had his sad hyena. Tom the cat saw Max the mouse. "Breakfast," thought Tom, and his tail began to twitch. Samson the snake saw the twitching tail. "Really?" thought Samson. "A snake with fur? How are you, brother?" he hissed. He hissed so hard that the knot in his middle began to untie itself. Tom the cat sprang at Max the mouse. Max leaped out of Judy's hands and ran to the top of the pot plant. "How do you do, my little brother?" hissed Samson to Tom's tail. Tom turned around. He saw Samson. "It's a worm!" Tom cried. "A great big cat-eating worm!" He sprang into the pot plant too. The Polly Parrot was so surprised at what she saw that she began to talk again. She said, "Cat after mouse and snake after cat. What will the vet have to say about that?" Sir Leopold's sad hyena burst into a loud laugh. The loud laugh frightened Samson so much that he straightened himself out instantly. You would never have guessed there had been a big knot in him. The door opened. Out came Mr. Andrew Nicholas Icarus Malcolm Archibald Lorenzo Lover the vet. "My hyena's laughing again," said Sir Leopold. "I'll take him home." "Samson's untied himself," said Mr. Simpson. "I'll take him home." "My Polly Parrot's talking again, eh?" said Mrs. Black. "I'll take her home." "Tom has stopped limping," said Johnny. "I'll take him home." Only Max the mouse was left. Mr. Animal Lover gave him some special mouse medicine. "He must have plenty of cheese," he said, "and a lemon drink with honey in it." Judy took Max home again. Soon he was as well as ever. He began to dance again, and as he danced, this is what he sang. "A pet to the vet, a pet to the vet, a pet to the vet in the morning." Thank you for watching and listening. This book is quite possibly not available anywhere apart from here, this channel.
Books with Baba.
Please feel free to like and subscribe and join us again next time for
Books with Baba.